Good evening, everyone. This is the last lecture on the Saussurean dichotomies, and it is on syntagmatic versus paradigmatic relationships from the unit Language and Linguistics. Now we will make a distinction between these terms to understand these terms. Okay, so syntagmatic relationships, it is concerned with the positioning of the sounds or the words or the phrases. Okay, while the paradigmatic relationship is concerned with the substitution. Now Saussure called the paradigmatic relationships as associative relationships also. Okay, now David Crystal says that syntagmatic relations are the sequential characteristics of speech seen as constituents in linear order. So it works in a linear order. That's why syntagmatic relations are also known as horizontal relations. While according to David Crystal, only paradigmatic relationships concerns with the set of substitutional relationships a linguistic unit has with other units in a specific context. So it basically deals with substitution. And paradigmatic relationships are also known as vertical or choice relations because we are substituting one sound with another or one word with another. Let's look at the example of syntagmatic relationships. For example, let's look at the sound P. Here in the word pit, it is in the word initial position, while in the word nip, it is in the word final position, while in the word app it is in the middle position. So here what we are doing, the position of the sound is changing regularly. While let's look at the examples of paradigmatic relationships. Here we can see the sound pa, which is in pit, is substituted by the sound ba in the word bid, which is again substituted by the sound na in the word knit. So here the relationship is of substitution, a vertical relationship. Similarly, we say that syntagmatic relationships are basically sequential relation between words because it happens in a sequence, while paradigmatic relationships is the selection among possible alternatives. For example, there was a sound pa, there was a sound ba, so we selected pa sound for the word pit, we selected ba sound for the word a bit. Okay, so there is a selection involved. However, there is one similarity which is there in syntagmatic and paradigmatic relationship is that these both relationships are applicable at all levels of linguistics. For example, they are applicable at phonological level also. For example, at sound level, both relations are applicable. They are applicable at a morphological level also. They are applicable at word level also. They are applicable at phrase level also. So these are applicable at all levels of linguistics. We can substitute the sound. We can substitute the word also. Okay. Now we will look at one example where we are substituting the word. In this graph, this horizontal line is showing the syntagmatic relations, while this vertical line is showing the paradigmatic relations. Now in this sentence, I played with him. The verb play, the relationship of the word play with the word I, with and him is syntagmatic relations because syntagmatic relations denotes the relation between a word and other words in a sequence. So there is the word play, and the relationship between this word and the other words is the syntagmatic relations. Look at, if we substitute the verb, we can substitute this verb play with the verb dance, with the verb walk, cook and laughed. So it can be I danced with him, I walked with him, I cooked with him, or I laughed with him. This is a paradigmatic relation because paradigmatic relation denotes the relation between a word and the possible words in that position. I hope now this syntagmatic and paradigmatic relationship has become clear to you.